Okay, I want to close this. Oops. Okay. I don't have a stream starting thing, but I kind of want to wait for people to drift in. Also, my audio levels are not great. This down a little. Hello, hello. Okay. Well. Hey, Meowski. Hey, Chex. Do I have more emote slots now? I do have more emote slots now. Should I move some follower alerts to sub emotes? I don't have anything that's not in a slot except for a no EG, but I'm not allowed to put it in a slot because I already have an emote named no EG. Emotes, emotes. Chex, I'm sorry that I want to destroy the history of the world. Can you guys hear the music? Probably not. It's supposed to be quiet right now, though, so I'm worried I'm turning it up too much during a quiet section. Anyway, you can let me know. Okay, I'm gonna rewatch this. I'm gonna hopefully not go through it too fine-toothedly, but I do want to kind of see stuff. I'm also interested in how accurate my start timing was. Looks like I was only 3 frames off. The gray box in the bottom right, I don't want you to be distracted by the chat of the past. So I'm covering up past chat. It's a little too big. That's a little better. Okay, I didn't do a very good job. Let me make it a different color. That's a little better. No, you're not allowed to reminisce. Okay. Hold on. So I'm like you can get out of here with it still in the 28s. I don't really know why I don't. But anyway. I actually think I overshoot this a little bit. Yeah, I actually nudge back on this bush. LOL. Hey, Requiem. This is Final Fantasy, which is not just FF6, but yeah, this song is FF6. It's live orchestral recordings. Did I overshoot that wall? It's super good, I think, but I just wanted something. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me. Yeah, okay. Hey, thanks, baby. And we're gonna fall in here. Like, why am I so slow already? Did I say hey, Requiem? What's up, Requiem? I was looking at my golds, so I entered my golds on the gold sheet finally. Oh shit, I didn't add alerts. Oh, sorry, Requiem. Because my intention was always to, if anybody ever wanted them on there, I'd put them on, and otherwise it was when I got a 123. Is this like really bad? No, it's a 121.1. That's fine. But anyway, it gave me an occasion to look at other people's golds, and my golds are so bad. Wayne has like a 20-second better sob than I do. Yo, nice VIP. I am, of course, the only 123 without a 549. I think I'm also the only one without a sub 7 GT. Thanks, Tam. I asked oops, where am I? Muffins to hold that no logic race for 8 hours so I could play, but he did not do that. Oh my god, look at this. I overshot so much. That's a reasonable place to slash, although it's a little bit early. That's a perfect door entry, though. That's true. Yeah, there's 10 123s now. That's a 1-frame nudge. That's fine. I feel like a 1-frame nudge is a success. Like, you're not going to get 0-frame nudges very often. Really? I guess I didn't nudge and I clipped below the rail. Did I accidentally cut the VOD wrong and this is a reset? The thing about this run is that it's not... Oh, the music is too loud, I think. It's not like that good of a run. I don't know. I mean, that's an annoying thing to say since it's such a good time. But like, none of the splits are great. They're just all fine. But all of them being fine, plus 0 blue balls, was just enough to get over the line. I mean, that's been... I don't know. That's my thing. I don't have... Like, none of my golds are really that good for my level. Certainly none of the segments in this are great. It's just all fine. Hey, what's up, Hannah? Certain audiences, yeah. It's very elite few. That wasn't fine entrance. That's a really difficult doorway to enter correctly, I think. 419 in the throne room. Turnip boy, please don't call me that in public. Okay, if you really want to, it's okay. I'm not sure if I overshot there, but not by much if I did. Oh yeah, I just didn't hit Y. Oh my god, what is this? Okay. I can't believe I didn't reset this. I don't know why. When I was going back and highlighting this VOD, I was very surprised. I think this was the only run I started on the day. Just one and done. Was that correct? hold on. I need... I like disable this for... Okay. I think that was the previous day, Tam. So I think this was fine, yeah. I guess I could have boomed that guy and gone up, but I don't know. It's whatever. I finally actually walked far enough left before cutting the diagonal on that RNG. $5.52. I don't know. I think it was the day before this run. I was like, losing a lot of runs in Light World, and then I finally got one to Dark World, and it was like going pretty well. And then I got to Kiki, and he ran away because I only had 109 rupees, and I didn't notice. I think this is 1 pixel too low, but that's okay. 1 frame of nudging is fine. I'm so bad at these stair drag cancels. I think that was fine, but I never really feel like I'm doing the right things on like any RNG around that Octorok. No, we did not get a cancel there. I think those two were good though. I saw the blue drop in the courtyard, or in the whatever it's called. One of the Octoroks dropped it, and so if you're on the green drop, when you get to Circle of Popos, you have the highest odds of getting the red drop. So it's usually better to just boom everything at this point instead of trying to farm for a blue. I play this room so safe, dude. I'm such a baby. Look at this. I don't do a single pump. I do this like huge diagonal. Then I throw right, and then I like stand still while I'm moving my thumb over. Hit verify my own run? No, absolutely not. Sorry. Okay, are you firing it up, Spleeby? That's fine. Oh, that was a bad deboost. I wish I understood this better. I get good deboosts. Definitely more than like totally by chance, but I'm not very consistent at it. That was a pretty low. or like a pretty. I was pretty low there, so I nudged a lot. This is. I hate this room. Oh, I overshot the stairs. Wow. I found a PB today on SRC. It's not a PB anymore, but it has no VOD. Just a comment from the verifier being like, I watched this live, but the recording is gone. I'll restream my VOD of it if the runner doesn't PB again soon. But the runner did PB again soon, so now we just have this SRC submission with no video forever. I also found a PB with no video link and a submission date of never. I did know that, Tam, but that time it wasn't my fault because the skeleton was in my way. I'm so bad at it, though. I always lose 5 frames in there. That's why none of my golds are good, because I always lose 5 frames in every room. That's a good talk. Oh, I could use video features to scrub past text boxes. I kind of forgot. Contrary to popular belief, that dash out does actually save time. It's worth trying once, I think. I mean, you don't gotta. Like, you can save like 5 frames with it at absolute best, but when I tested it, I found that generally I save a frame or two if I get it. So here, I don't really know where this is. I think you want to be lined up with this fence. So I think I actually did the movement right this time. Except then I kissed the fucking wall for 20 frames. The dash up after. Yeah, I know like Doom doesn't do the dash up after. I think he said it's basically the same to not do it. I could definitely be doing this slash later. You can slash like here, I think. But I always like... I try to hit it in the... Like not optimize it too much because releasing your spin when you're already off the stairs feels really bad. Kind of a big nudge, but it's okay. That's a huge nudge on that bush, but also not a big deal. Oops. Oh no. What did I do? What did I even press? I just meant to skip 5 seconds ahead. Was that a 245? Oh wow. I thought for sure it would not be with that huge wall grab on the library screen. The dash out of Saha depends on how high you talk to Saha. So I don't think you can save 8 frames on a good talk, but I might be misremembering my numbers. I probably moved down a little bit too much in this room. I wonder how far down you have to move to pick up that pot and get under the other pot. Probably 8 pixels. No, probably 1 pixel. Huh, should look at that. No, I shouldn't. I should never play this game again. But if I were to play this game again, I should look at it. Oh, nice. Missed spin speed. You'll have to see it. I've never been able to get myself to remember a good back of desert time. I only know entry and torches. Pretty good RNG. I could have dashed out there, but I don't know. I don't really like dashing out of kill rooms if I don't have a specific setup. That strat, I think this strat is so good. For anyone who hasn't seen it, you can just hold up left starting here until you hit A to start your dash. It loses like a frame or two on really clean, like a really clean snap against the pots to line up. But I find it a lot more comfortable. I think this is a, well, we can watch, but I think it's like a good but not great Lama fight. I got a little lost there. This needs two. Needs one. Well, I didn't get desert spin speed, so. I'm surprised that missed. Hold on. Okay, I guess I was a tiny bit early, and I was standing pretty high. Then everything kind of fell apart. That one I think wasn't my fault, but I could be wrong. So it's a 607, which is a totally acceptable desert. Oh, it's actually a 606.9, which is nice desert. I recently switched to canceling that dash to the down right because I was staying too high and dashing into the cactus sometimes. But I don't know. That's a good lineup. Get owned though. I actually normally, if I don't get desert spin speed, I normally menu on pushing the block, but I just forgot. Talking to chat or something. I never have gone back and looked at how low you have to walk to get around this pit. Like, I think I'm losing a few frames going down and back up. Here I was way too far left. You want to be kind of far right there. You get like a weird big snap into the door. I was pretty sure that this was going to ruin my life. Where this dead rock is standing. But then he was very, very generous. I think I handled that fine. That's a 219 entry, which is fine. I mean, I'm generally pretty happy with any 1x entry. I got blocked by the pickle there and had a little bit of an adventure with the dead rock and cabbage. Oh, and then I do this. You're supposed to just rethrow the boom diagonally and go on with your life, but I always redo it. First try. I think I lost about 3 seconds in the basement. You stopped believing when I couldn't lamp dash? That's reasonable. We landed on the pixel, so we get to O buffer. That's a 23 Moon Pearl with a 19 entry, which means I lost about 4 seconds. Oh, and then we got totally fucked here. This is like 26 or 27 pace with a 19 entry and a 23 Moon Pearl. So it should be about 3 minutes from entry to sort up. So a 219 entry should be about a 519 Hera. And it should be about a minute from Moon Pearl to sort up. And my Moon Pearl was 23, which means I lost about 4 seconds in the dungeon and then another 4 seconds to the Kadongo fire. And then the Moldorm fight was fine. It was like about 1 second more. So not a very good split. But with the power of no Sank Heart and a decent desert, the overall time is fine. You can cut that corner tighter than I did there. Also, I'm still so bad at this dash. I cut it so early every time. I actually remember to look at my rupee count here because my most recent run was the one I lost to having 109 rupees. Was that a bonk? That's a bonk, right? Yo, what's up, PH? Thanks for the raid. What do we think? Do we think this is a bonk or a nudge? I think it's a bonk. But it might be the last pixel of nudge. Anyway, I gave up on it. I didn't trust it. I believe in a lot of dashes, but that one was too much for me. Still a 106 sword though, so pretty good. Not the cleanest movement here, but no big deal. Going for the ruby lag frame saves. Alright, thanks, BH. Enjoy your food. Thanks, Twin. We get the nudge on the bush here, which means we don't have to dash on this screen. We can just hold down right. We do the new strat here, which I like a lot. That's a nudge against the torch and another nudge in the door. Both could have been a little better. Oh, what was that? What is this movement? I like move straight up and then I turn right way too low. What was that? I still take this room kind of slow. I never really got comfortable with doing it fast. Dark Maze was reasonably nice. This bat was kind of worrying me, but it got out of the way. That's one of the hardest door snaps, I think, in the game. I actually hit him with my sword there, not the beam, but it worked the same. I missed the stair drag cancel, yeah. Alright, and then we're just gonna skip past Circle of Pots. Oh, it was red alert. I thought it was Circle of Pots. Oh my god, dude. I guess I just didn't let go of B. I wanted this guy. I was like up too high and I wanted to be in range of this guy, and I guess I just was like waiting too long. I know, right? That's what I was saying. It's like got so many big obvious mistakes in it. I used to do the always dash out in that room, but kind of got tired of it. It's pretty precise. It's an 09, I think. 510.1, that's fine. It was 0 blue balls, of course. We don't need to watch it, but getting lucky helped a lot. It's actually it makes me feel a lot better that it was a 53. If it had been a 54 even, I would have been like, oh no, it was only because of 0 blue balls. But doing it with 6 seconds of leeway made me feel a lot better. It's a pretty clean overworld. A lot of the time I nudge huge on that, the last like couple dashes before the big canopy. Oh, we went up pretty high there, huh? Good Kiki dash. And I think a high jump, but only barely. That was not a great room. Yikes. It's so far to the right here, and then so far to the left here. Just a couple frames. Not a big deal, but something to tighten up. This was good, though. I knew I had a good bomb throw, so I was able to just stand where I was supposed to. We're on grid here, although we don't get the frame perfect dash cancel. Oh, right. Oh, dude, this is so fucked. So I'm like here, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm already overshooting. I'm not gonna nudge this. I'm not on grid, right? I'm just gonna dash up. This guy is far enough left that I'm like, I think I'll just be past him. In any case, he's not actually electrifying. So it's not worth it to stop, beam up, and then dash. And so of course he moves over. The whole time I'm charging my dash and starts electrocuting literally the frame I connect with him. Look at this. He's not electrocuting on this frame. He's electrocuting on this frame. What a douchebag. I think that's the only good North quick hop in the game, although I do a lot of them. That was a pretty bad dash up. I do such a baby strat here, where I tap right. Whenever I try to cancel with down left, I like get scared that I'm gonna overshoot, and so I like do it all the way back here, and it's even worse. So I just still do this stupid baby thing. I think this was a perfect hammer jump, which helps. Yeah, just land on the pixel. Just land on the pixel. Let's see how bad this is. Oh no, that was an insane movement. I'm a god. Throw two mirror out. It's all the berry's fault. What's up, Momo? That was a great dash, though. God gaming. That dash, by the way, I'm always telling people this, but nobody listens to me. This dash saves like over 10 frames. You should just do it. Even if you do it really badly and cancel early, you're still saving time. It's like totally worth doing. Are the bears waking up yet? That's a good question. Pretty sure I failed this really badly. Yeah, I thought I got it, so I switched to upright, which is like the worst way to fail it. Oh yeah, and then I just like didn't. I tried to shoot the arrow too early in the room. 350. That's not like that terrible, but with the perfect hammer jump, it means I lost like 3 or 4 seconds. We don't have cams or rangers yet. When do you get the cams on? Oh, that's a big nudge. I don't even remember that. Ugh. And then this goes horribly. Is this my fault? No. Oh, never mind. Oh, it's my fault. I don't think I would have saved that much time by going low enough for that last spin though. Oh, not till June. Wow. Oh my god, I did that too. I've been doing that a lot lately. Just canceling that dash early. Ugh. That was God gaming. That last hit. Ugh. WQ's PB is a 123.07. I don't. The 123.09 is Zelna's PB. I think Zelna's previous PB was a 10. I don't know what WQ's previous was. How come Link doesn't change directions with those hammers? He does. He doesn't when hitting actual things instead of tinking, I guess. Ugh! I never knew it either, but I've never really noticed. Oh my god, this is awful. What is this? I walked down 10 miles before dashing. And then I fucking make out with this little block of, I don't know, hedge maze. Ugh. Big nudge. Terrible, terrible, terrible business. Yeah, the thing about it is that like a 123.53 is a top 10 time, but it's also I'm giving up a full minute on like more than a full minute on world record. Like there's still a ton of room for error in a 123. What's up, Retro? Did you ever do enough science to conclusively determine if it's worth grabbing the tree or not? I know you checked how much lag you save, but I don't know if anybody ever tested if it nets out successfully. That's a little bit of an early cancel, but okay. Big nudge. I'm sure Bidey will convert everyone to it, but I don't think that whether or not he does that is related to the truth value of whether or not it saves time. I could have beaten the spark. Maybe I should start being a guy who beats the spark. Save like 1 frame on the dash. I do this room really wrong. I just like, I don't know, I reacted wrong to the top guy's pattern for whatever reason. No god pixel, or the god pixel was blocked, but it was pretty solid for a non-god Hellway. I told you to try it. It's fun, but it's not actually good. I could save a few frames in the attic too. I've been playing it pretty safe for a while. Oh, I could have started that dash earlier. That one was good though. So, I know I've said this before. The secret to timing dashes on conveyors is that you move 1 full tile in the time that it takes your dash to start up. So you start at 1 tile before you want to dash. Yeah, it is fun to get for sure, but I don't think it's worth the risk. Technically, you move 15 pixels in the dash startup, but I just think of it as 1 tile, which is good enough for any RTA purpose. I kissed that mole thingy for so long. I was sure I was going to get falling tiles. And there we go, the arrows are gone. I know, everybody says that. I don't... I think that the thing I do where you just always do the beamless strat, I think it's safer. I'm not 100% sure. But I did the beam and dash up once, and I dashed into an electrocuting red jelly. And Yoho was like, you know, the strat you do without beams, like the timing on that one is actually does work. You can just always do that one. And I've done that ever since. Wasn't that long ago, but I like it. Well, yeah, but that's a problem with anything. Like, you can do any of the other strats wrong too, Requiem. This room, getting into this gap and then getting back onto the stairs, lining up to the stairs correctly is like so impossible, dude. They did a pretty good job there. That's several frames of Nedge there on the way back. That's a really good dash start. The 14 chest. You look at the timer there. I don't look at the timer in this split until entering the Lost Woods. Oh, that's a really slow dash. Ugh. So I looked at my best split times after this round, by the way, and it was close to best split times from like Dark World through Skull Woods, but it didn't flip to best split time until Ice, and then it stayed there for the rest of the run, I think. Also, I think a lot of people think I'm not stir drag canceling here. I'm going for one frame A taps, and I'm pretty good at getting them, and I am actually stir drag canceling. That's a pretty good spin speed, although you can be a little bit farther left. I don't have to lie. Do we need to frame count my movement pattern there? I got the bad RNG here. So this is the first place I look at the timer. The 208 is good, especially with the bad RNG. The bad RNG on this screen, the bad Bomblet RNG costs like, I think like 40 frames? Pretty significant. Oh, the lag. I kept thinking I was going to be high enough to pick that bomb up and the lag would go away. I don't think it mattered that much, but I did expect to grab it much earlier than I did. So here, I was explaining this on stream the other day, but it was a practice stream, so no one was watching. This Ropa, he spawns over here next to the bushes, and he jumps down at you to here. When you're up here, if you go above, so if you nudge here and you stay as low as possible, which I'm doing on purpose, then he doesn't despawn and he's still down here. If you go above the ribcage at all, like if you dash too high here and then dash right, he respawns to there. And when you dash down, he jumps up at you and he's waiting in this corner to fuck you on the second dash. So if you just stay as low as possible at the top here, you get a safe right dash here. I forget the menu because I was thinking about that instead. But a lot of people just do the low dash always because they're used to him being there because they don't stay low on the ribcage dash. I just worked this out like a week ago. Super kind Moldorms. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if anybody else knows that. I've never heard about it. I was just getting owned on that screen all the time. And I switched to using the menu to read it, and I couldn't really figure out how to read it properly. So I was just messing around with it, and I worked that out. I told Chex this in my practice stream, like, I don't know, 5 days ago or whatever. He should remember. This was a 344 back of Skullwoods, which is, like, totally fine. I think my best ever is, like, a 43. I don't even know if I've had a 42, although I feel like I should have by now. We did not beat the hand. But this is almost a great Skullwoods, but then this poke dash doesn't hit. So I lose like 2 seconds. I don't know what's possible. I mean, if you... and we don't get the... Wait a second. Yeah. If you do EBJ and stuff, I don't know what the limit is. But like, this is one of my most embarrassing golds. I think Bwain's gold Skullwoods is like a 17. Here, I recently developed this visual cue of looking at. So you stay on the grid and then you dash. And if your tree lines up at the edge of your screen there, when you're pausing, then you can move off grid up left and dash up. But then I didn't trust it for some reason. I could have nudged in to the gap, but I didn't trust it, so I canceled early anyway. I never learned how to get a good slope dash on that slope down there. Yo, what's up, buyer? Thanks for the raid. How's your stream? Thank you. Oh, the splashy dashy. Ugh. Oh, canceled that a little early. Did I sing forward? Did you win? I was worried that that swim wasn't going to work, but then it actually went really well. Maybe. Okay. GG. I'm really bad at this room. That was a big nudge. Really, Retro? That is probably not literally accurate, but maybe something about the way you do it is easier. I've been practicing bombable floor so much. I lost so many runs to it last month. I play it quite safe here. And then I throw the bomb too far left. I forgot about that. I was very happy to get a left conveyor there because I couldn't deboost because I needed beams to hit the switch at the end. Then I get an up input here, but I notice it and face left before bomb jumping, luckily. Fricka or shrug. That was a pretty reasonable ice palace. The bombable floor was the only room with like a big mistake. There were smaller mistakes like the splashy dashy and the bridge warp screen. I lost a little time and stuff, but it's all fine. I was so scared here, yeah. Oh, then I get fucking destroyed, and then I try to be brave, and I get fucking destroyed for it. Oop, hold on. This, I think, was fine. I think a dash here would have been very risky. Here... Okay. Yeah, that dash looks a lot worse than I thought at the time. In my brain, I was like, oh, maybe it'll just go straight down and I can dash past it. But by the time I was starting the dash, it had already moved right. So I definitely should have had time to respond to this. That's just like skill issue. And then here, I guess I was never really in danger, but I don't think that was really safe to react to. Shout out to Kaznode. Oh, I did that really badly. Yikes. I did this so early. Look at this. I actually Christos the corner. We got the quick warp, which is nice. Here, if that guy's like nearby and scaring me, I like to walk all the way into the thing so that, because like here, I was actually a pixel high, so if he had gone left, I would have gotten owned. So I think this is the right thing to do here, is like walk in a little bit so that you're definitely safe. I've never found movement that I like for this tablet. After all this time, still never found anything that actually feels good. I went under that spear totally by accident, but it actually worked really well. I haven't actually beaten the anti-fairy in like like 15 runs or something. I should probably either fix it or give up on it. Is that the quick warp? Oh yeah, nice. That's a 208 entry. That's pretty bad. If I don't do anything really stupid, I usually get like a 205, which is already not good. So like this is +3 on like a medium entry. I want to say my best might be 203, but I don't know. And then I'm panicking at this point. So I haven't had a run on pace after ice in a really quite a while. I've had runs that were like doable or like fine, but not a run that was like really good. This is my best ice time by a lot. And so I'm like not I'm starting to fall apart. And things like that slash there for no reason are part of it. I don't know if you're joking, Bar, but yeah, you can beat the anti-fairy. It's pretty fun. Good swim. And I don't get owned here, which is like a really nice surprise. And then I see that heart, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll get to have beams, but then I get owned by the fire bar. I was gonna get it if it was gonna give me beams, but it's obviously not worth it at this point. Oh, yeah, here. Oh my god. So I'm walking down here, right? And I think to myself, oh, this is the RNG that I learned you're supposed to hammer the guy on. But I've literally never tried it. I've never tested it. I have no idea what, like, am I high enough here? I'm not going to hit the switch, I guess, but I just have no cue. I've never tried it one time in my life. And so I'm just like, maybe he won't turn left. And then, of course, he just fucking destroys me. What are beams good for? They're good for killing berries. Um, the one after the hook dash and sometimes the one on the way back from Big Key. Absolutely nothing. Thank you. I understand now. I didn't get it. We get a 440 Big Key, which means it's 440 or 740 pace. It should be about 3 minutes, give or take. So this berry, if this berry is electrocuting or in your way or whatever, sometimes you want to beam him. I get completely. Actually, it's if he's not electrocuting. If he's electrocuting, you can just dash up at him and he'll be done by the time you finish dashing. If he's just here, then you can beam him and then take the top lane. But I get completely destroyed. So I try to take this lane, but I get owned by this guy, and this guy's taking the top lane. So this is one of the places that beams would have been good. What's up, DFS? We didn't end up needing the beams for this guy, though. Oh no, you're getting all the alert replays now. It's all Buddha's fault. Oh wow, that is a late dash start. $6.24 is not a very good Argus entry time. And then I missed the hook dash twice. Dust, dust. And then this shit. How does this miss this guy? Hello? 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 Oh, it doesn't. It's the next one. Okay, 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 okay. This one, I wanted to hit one of the front guys, but he goes, just go shoot straight through like an idiot. And then like, if I had gotten this guy and then this guy, like maybe, I don't know. Missing two hook dashes kind of ruined it, but we get the dry fire. So we end up with, I think, a 46 swamp. Yeah. That's our second 6.9. We've got a 46.9 and a 606.9. Let's go. I'm so far left here. I make it to the quick warp in time, but like there's a wide range of pixels that Spooky works on, I guess is all that I'm saying. So here, I paused so early here. And during this whole pause menu, I have to decide, am I going to keep the pause out of the menu and try to get one more frame, or keep the dash out of the menu and try to get one more frame of dash? But at the end, I decided that I wasn't brave enough. That was a little iffy, but we got there. Of course, never lucky on the fire snake. I think I missed this key. Oh no, I didn't. That must have been a different run. Oh yeah, I blew this. Ugh. We got the clean entry, but then... One, two, three, four, five. 5 frames of nudging, just a little bit too much. But we catch the key well, which is lucky. Or not lucky, I guess, but which is good. We had a 103.47 torches, which means that it was a 20.06 endgame, which is, I think, respectable. Blaze it. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. That is true, damn. It was 420 at the time, yeah. I lost all whatever I said, 6 seconds on that one dash down. Dude, Tam, you're being so funny in past chat right now. I'm sorry everyone can't see you. Oh yeah, and I didn't get the left input. Ugh, rushing my menus. That's been such a big problem for me, is rushing menus. I appreciate it. I keep remembering like how nervous I was executing some of these strats. Like fast spooky 2 is still makes me uncomfortable on pace, but I just like do it anyway. I always think of this thing that Day 9 said once, where he was talking about he was like in the finals of like one of the very first really early Brood War tournaments. And he got to like a winning position, and he was like, I was like still panicking, but my body just sort of took over. It was like, I've executed this macro a billion times. Like, I just have to do the thing that I just do it. I feel the same way when I'm like freaking out and then just like still execute some difficult strategy. Like, you just sort of have to trust that the practice worked. I get blessed with a very free screen here and then still take it kind of safe. This overworld, I think, went pretty badly. I didn't really handle that right, although I didn't get punished, luckily. This guy's a douche. Yeah, pretty slow. Oh, that's something that I learned, or like forced myself to start doing pretty recently. Is like canceling dashes right after a nudge is super hard. You have several frames here, so I try to like actually let myself dash into this gap and then cancel and hook shot instead of canceling early and walking around it. 117 entry. That's not that bad. You can get like 115s, but 117 is fine. Whatever. Yeah, I think that was a reasonable thing to do there, but oh my god, was I scared. So this tap A and redash timing for if the guy's here, that's something I learned from Vortex, which I think it's really good. It gives him time to move. The problem is that if he moves up, it's like down, whatever. If he moves in some ways, he can like still get you, but it's good for avoiding that guy's timings. But then I saw that this guy's here, and this is the scariest place, because if you hit him up from here, like if he's moving right and he's here, he'll block right there. So I just cut my dash and walk it out. I think was a reasonable strategy. Hey Coin, did you ever make it out of the escape? Actually, I'm kidding. I was lurking a little bit and I saw you get out of the escape. Nice hammer, idiot. Nice non-free quick warp. $213, not very fast. You got 55 blue balls. GG. One for each day of your streak. Thanks, Momo. I was so low on this shot. Oh my gosh. This is where you want to be shooting. Okay, I wasn't that low. It was fine. It was fine. We made it. Yeah, me too, Tim. I'm so bad at this screen. Okay, though. Not like so bad, but I do lose a few frames every time. Okay. I was kind of sad that I didn't get that magic drop, but then I got all the drops here, so it was fine. I could have done the beam strat there, but I just felt like I didn't want to bother with it, I guess. I don't know. I don't practice chomps enough to always feel like, oh my god, that's right. So on this dash down, if you're not flush with this wall, then sometimes you hit this guy and he spawns a ball and it murders you. But then I canceled the dash to avoid that, but then he was going up left, so he just walked straight into me. So I don't know. I guess there's just maybe no reason to ever cancel that dash, because on any other RNG, I wouldn't have dashed into him anyway. This was not a very good TR, obviously. I lost like 3 or 4 seconds in the overworld. I screwed up, I guess, Pokey 0.5. I got bad Pokey 1 RNG. This is one of many Pokey 2 RNGs that are exactly the same time. Because you can't beat this roller. Oh yeah, and then I screw this up. I hit A too early and I don't get a dash. So I can't squeeze here. I'm pretty confident I wasn't going to have time to hit that squeeze. Oops. I wasn't watching for that screen. Oh yeah, I got many frames of down input here. So this is at least 2 frames of motion. So, oh sorry, next room. This is at least 2 frames of downward motion, maybe 3. So I just decided to not go for a fast laser skip at all. I didn't get the setup and I didn't want to try any like risky try hard stuff. Because I just because I mentioned Day 9 in general. I used to watch a lot of Day 9 until he Day 9 found out that you get more viewers and thus can make a career out of it by being funny and relatable and doing goofy stuff for a wide audience. And so I stopped caring that much about him. I used to watch a lot of his like high level StarCraft 2 strategy content, but it became more and more common denominator stuff over time. More and more like your funniest game reviews and stuff like that. He is, yeah, he's a super, super smart guy though, for sure, for sure. Anyway, after all that bitching, I fucked up Pokey 0.5. I had a bad overworld, no good Pokies, like bad Pokey 1 and medium Pokey 2, no fast laser skip. It's still a 740. I said something about a post game interview. Oh, you mean just like 20 minutes ago? That wasn't a post game interview. That was him talking about a game that he had played 15 years prior to the video that I watched about it. That was just something he said in an offhand way that stuck with me. This GT is like not that good. It is very much saved by a 2-cycle. It was a sick 2-cycle, although I cannot believe that I got the first 3. The first one was a triple. But yeah, I was pretty pleased with how I played the second cycle. Yeah, it should be plus 20 on gold, but my gold sucks. No, it should be I don't know. I don't understand anything. All I see are the mistakes. Oh, and then I screw this up. I'm like way too slow. So I threw this from really far left, and then I still hesitated a really long time before going for the chest. And you can't do both. Yeah. If I ever play again. And then I bonk like a fucking dweeb. Need a cue for when to dash there. 238. That's like pretty bad. Like a 236 is like fine. Like you didn't game, but you didn't like screw up. The 238 is a couple seconds of screw up. I remember to get the magic. Pretty sure I nailed mimics. In this room, so the way I actually want to do this room, although I often forget, what I want to do is walk out a step too far. But if I do it as, so when you're just doing the strat, you can be too fast and dash into the spike. So what I like to do is walk out too far to burn a few extra frames to fix it. But I forget to do that here. But I remember that I forgot to do it. So I stutter step down. I tap down and then let go and then re-grab down to fix the timing. Because what you really don't want is the spike to be here when you get here, because then you'll nudge into it and not tink past it. And then I can't believe this, but I was actually brave enough to do the dash in this room. 333 upstairs is totally fine. This, I think, was okay. It's not really right, but it's fine. This went pretty well. Oh, no, it didn't. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's okay. It's not extremely my fault. This one was good. That one was good. This one was bad RNG, but I think I handled it fine. I think you can handle it better than that, but... This Landmo, so I don't know about this. So I go for this second shot on this guy with the intention to shoot this guy, but I'm a little bit slow. I was never going to get the second hit on him. So I think if I had jettisoned this guy, just like given up on this, or jettisoned this plan, given up on this guy entirely, walked over here, and gotten both shots into him, I think it's a pretty good chance that I get a 2-cycle, but an early 2-cycle instead of a mid 2-cycle. So I think that was a. I don't know if it was necessarily a wrong play, because I think on a lot of RNGs, or if my timing is slightly better, I can get this guy. But it did cost me a couple seconds. You should have told your friend to watch me. He would have gotten a gift sub since everybody was, because Buddha was drunk. Okay, I just want to talk about this while we're in here. Please, please pot slide on this pot. Please. Look at that. Okay, thank you. PSA over. Okay, everybody close your eyes. Don't watch Torches 2. uh... So Lambo 2, Torches 2 are the big problems in this split. Bonking and Armos was also pretty stupid, and walking into Bob. So that's like 4 pretty significant mistakes, which is a lot for one split, although obviously it's the hardest split, so. Humbug Torches? I'm not aware of him having done that. Okay, this part you're allowed to keep your eyes open for. I was not at all sure that I had gotten credit for the double here. But then I somehow fucking clutched this angle, which I would miss, I don't know, 8 times out of 10. I would hit that down here or up here or whatever. But I clutched that angle, which was very nice. And then, of course, I'm panicking during Ganon. I always panic on Ganon on pace, which is why I've spent so much time in Ganon. So that I can do it even when I'm panicking. I hope I save 24 seconds. I actually need to save 36 seconds, but so I am counting the warps here, because I know I have a lot of leeway, and I need to know how aggressively to play Torch Glitch. So I know it's 4 warps, which means I can play Torch Glitch safe. So you'll see me take this recoil straight left here. If I were going for a gold or the run were dead or whatever, I would take the recoil straight down here and do a mid-room relight of the torch, which would allow me to catch top right RNGs. But I'm like, I can miss a spin and still win, so I just have to take Torch Glitch easy. It wouldn't have mattered anyway, because he was going here. There was nothing, like, I still got there with plenty of time. But I did give up a little bit of equity getting this first spin on this top right RNGs. And then I'm pretty sure it would have been correct to relight there to slightly speed up the cycle. But I don't feel comfortable with how that affects the next torch relight yet. It's just something I haven't practiced. It changes the timing of the next torch relight, and I just don't want to mess with it in runs. Well, I guess now I could, because it doesn't matter, but I didn't want to mess with it on pace. And the rest of this is just a very bread and butter Ganon fight. That's all she wrote. GG, thank you. Oh no, now you can see chat. Nash is hype. Nash is a hype guy. Nash gets excited about things. This is annoying me. Where's 111 hype? So that's all I had for today. Thanks for hanging out. I think what I'm gonna do is oh no, sorry Corey. I'm gonna make my stream unwatchable now. I think my plan is to play Sea of Stars on stream. I'm not gonna do it right now. Yeah. Probably like later this week or this weekend or something. I still have to finish Final Fantasy 16. I'm very close to the end, but I gotta get that done. And then I think my next plan is to do Sea of Stars. Yeah, I'll probably do some no logic pickups when they show up. I bet that's what my Discord ping is about. Thanks, Twin. Yeah, the 16 came. Sorry, I got distracted. 16 came out like I don't know, August. It's like almost a year old, but it's not that fun. So it's taking me forever to finish it. I am pretty close though. The boss fights are really fun, but everything else sucks. Anyway, so I'll be back with either No Logic or Sea of Stars, or maybe I'll decide to do something else. I don't know, but that's my tentative plan. Is to do Sea of Stars soon. It looked really fun. I didn't watch a lot of it because I intended to play it, so I don't know much about it, but it looked really cool from the small bits that I saw. I know like Tam loves it, Yoho loved it. I think it's gonna be fun. So that's my plan. We'll see what actually happens in reality, but that's the current plan. I'll catch you guys later.